The Hurricane Maria was devastating. It took out the entire island in every way imaginable. There was no electricity, there was no water, there was no gasoline. It was chaos, it was utter chaos. We can no longer rely on large fossil fuel burning power plants distributing energy in wires that are just going to get blown down every year. We have all of this power coming from the sun that needs to be harnessed. You can be completely off the grid. I'm Jonathan Marvel, and I'm an architect. I was born a few miles away in Atorrey in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is the neighborhood where I grew up and got local fish from Cataño Bay. I was a street kid. Spanish was my first language. Left Puerto Rico at the age of 18, graduated from college and university, started my architecture career in New York City. But for 30 years, I would always come back to Puerto Rico 3 or 4 times a year and never really left the island in spirit. The idea to start Resilient Power Puerto Rico started a day or two after the hurricane hit. I was in New York at the time, watching what was going on, immediately wanted to help. What can we do with our architecture design services, our engineering services? Community centers are very common, so we thought, let's start powering up the community centers with solar panels and batteries. The beautiful thing about solar energy is you can really run your operation, whether it's a community center or your house or your hospital, completely off the grid. 2 weeks after the hurricane, we were able to put these batteries and panels up, and within a 5-minute walking distance, 4,000 or 5,000 people from this neighborhood can get all those services you need to survive. Each of these centers can provide refrigeration for insulin, they can filter water, the lights are on, but most of all, you can gather around with other people. You're not alone. You have a place to go, a place to get help. When there's no hurricane, these are places for education resources, after-school activities, mental health and hygiene, and all sorts of social services on a daily basis. So far, we've powered up 20 community centers, 5,000 people per community center, that's 100,000 people. Architects are big dreamers. We love to think about the future. We love to think about the possibilities. Getting Puerto Rico to be 100% renewable energy is definitely obtainable because it's a grassroots, bottom-up energy system. Helping other Puerto Ricans is one of my most satisfying accomplishments ever. It's not just the feeling of, wow, we're helping people get by in an emergency situation. We're actually helping point the future of the island in the right direction.